clean your wheel if you'd like to. It's like a personal preference thing, but I'm fine just throwing it down on the little place where the other clay just was. I think it helps it stick better. There we go. All right, once again, centering. Gotta do it every time. And then I'm gonna cone it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna push it down. And when you're doing this, you have to use a little bit of muscle. So once again, my hands aren't moving anymore. They're stable. And that means that it's ready to begin throwing with. So yeah, let me just clean this off so you can see it better. Okay, so I'm gonna make this into a dome shape. All right, now I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna dig my thumbs into the center of it and pull out. For cylinders, you really want a flat bottom. So you don't want it to have any bend in it because you're trying to throw something at a right angle and make pulls straight up, okay? All right, so I'm dipping my hands in water again, and then I'm going in with my two thumbs, opening it. Add a little bit of water in there just to speed up the process. Once again, I'll show you what it looks like as you open it. Looks like a donut. Okay. Put this back in there. All right. I like to use my hand when I'm trying to figure out the thickness of the bottom of it, just so that I can make sure it's not too thin and it's not too thick. So now I'm starting to pull outward a little bit, and I'm always supporting with that other hand because I am pushing outward. So you need to support with your outside hand. Okay. Just take up some of that water, flatten out this bottom. Again, notice how my hands are touching. All right, so go ahead and show you the bottom. All right, so now I have a nice wide bottom that is about 1/2 inch thick. Looks like this so far. I'm gonna do pulls upward using my hands like this and bringing it upward. You're gonna pick up a little ribbon of clay by compressing the clay and slowly move it upward. You don't wanna be going like this. That's not how you make pulls. All right, starting from the base, the very bottom, I'm compressing it and I'm slowly bringing it upward. All right. So that was the first pull. Doesn't look much different, but I'm evening out the walls at the same time as I am making the pulls, which is very important. Oops. Threw that sponge off the table. Ugh. Okay. Alright, here we go. Make some more pulls. And then I'm compressing the lip. Alright, so I got quite a bit taller there. But you can see that there's still more clay at the bottom that I can move upward. There's a little bit of resting water at the bottom that I'm gonna pick up. And then we're gonna go back and make another pull. I'm just collaring it in right now to bring the center, make it, okay. So there's still a lot of clay down here that I can pull, make it taller, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Ew, crap. Got a little bit wrinkly down here, but we can fix it. No problem. I'm gonna stick my whole hand down there. And then, sometimes I like to make pulls from the other side. So, just gonna do that. First, I'm gonna smooth out that wrinkle. That wrinkle was caused from me moving the clay too quickly. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go in with the rib tool just to smooth everything out because it still has a little bit of wobble to it right here, right there. It's a little bit thicker than it should be, so this is gonna help. When you use the rib tool, you want to dip it in water, and then you want to gently introduce it down here while supporting on the inside, because it's like your hand, but it's a little bit more sturdy. So I think I'm going to turn this cylinder into a cup to drink out of. And because the clay is so thin right now, it's important to move the wheel very slowly. I mean, the bat. Alright. And then I'm going to, actually, Where's my wire tool? One sec. To even out the top, so this is what it looks like right now. The top isn't quite even. This side's a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and even out the top. And you can do that using the wire tool. It's not cheating. So just place it in the clay a little bit and then slowly carve out what you're gonna take off, and then voila, you have a flat, straight bottom. And as you can see, it's even top, which is important. Reasons that side got a little bit off was probably either centering, or when I dug my hands into the clay initially and formed the bottom, it could have got off center from there. But the clay is centered because the wall thickness of the rim is all nice and flat and the same thickness here. It's about 1/4 of an inch, so this is a very delicate drinking cup. So now I'm just gonna run the sponge around it. And when you're using either the rib tool or the sponge, you're helping to align the particles of clay and make them much smoother. If you don't, then you will see your pull lines, which isn't the end of the world, but it's just not as nice. Okay, so I have about 6-inch cup. Pretty standard. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. And then I'm gonna lift it off. So because I'm lifting it off immediately, I'm gonna dunk it in the water, dunk it in the water, dunk it in the water. Okay, and then now it should be nice and easy to lift off. So here is the cup. Ah, there we go. So you can drink out of it. Okay. Put that back.